The lead pack is returning. Dog teams are passing each other head-on. Brent Sass came first into Iditarod. He has almost completed his 24 hours of rest.
I didn't sleep 1 minute for the first half of the race, so I definitely needed it, and I got what I needed. So this rest is maybe going to hopefully benefit me being later in the race and a little bit fresher dogs now for the next few hundred miles.
Seavey went into the Iditarod checkpoint and stayed there for nearly 4 hours before he headed back out, ultimately being the first to return from the halfway mark towards the finish. The rest of the lead pack soon follows, and it doesn't take long for Wade Morse and Brent Sass to catch up with Dallas. We're seeing dog teams passing each other head-on, and that's uncommon for the Iditarod.
There's some challenges up ahead, like we know it's there, but it's going to be different going on the different direction.
Passing another team can be hard if the dogs are social and curious. A smooth passing requires committed dogs and solid lead dogs. Seavey let us in on the skills of a lead dog.
Having great lead dogs is a crucial element to success on the Iditarod. There's many different types of lead dogs that mushers are going to have on the Iditarod. You might have a sensitive lead dog, a lead dog that's more feeling, aware of the musher, that really wants to please. If it's a wind-blown, kind of clean slate type of terrain where there is no trail to follow, you need a lead dog that takes your commands the second you give them and is excited and happy to do that. This would be hard terrain to go through with a really stubborn lead dog who has a mind of their own. However, if you get on the Yukon River or any other portion of this race and you're driving into 40 or 50 mile-an-hour winds with deep snow, a sensitive lead dog in this setting is not going to have fun. It's going to be difficult for them. Now's the time for the stubborn lead dog. They're going to power through it. Now we do have speed leaders as well. If you took your speed leader and put him in that same deep snow or strong wind, it would be frustrating for that dog to have to go slow and lead. But when you get out on a different section of trail where it's glazed and the surface is perfect and it's time to go 9.5, 10 miles an hour, now's time for that speed leader to go up front and set a fast pace and drive to the next checkpoint. And it's all about picking the right lead dog for the right condition so you set that dog up for success. But the ultimate lead dog, these have the whole package. This is a complete lead dog. It's a lead dog that can adapt to every situation. They're almost always the best athlete the musher has ever seen. The lead dog that a musher might only get once or twice in a 20-year career.
Volunteers are vital to the success of Iditarod. At each checkpoint, there's veterinarians checking the dogs.
We do a basic physical exam. We make sure they're not losing any weight, make sure they're staying hydrated, watch their feet to make sure they don't get any sores or rubs from the booties, make sure their hearts and lungs sound good. So those are the basic things we're watching for. They love the weather. They love to exercise. They don't want to be anywhere but outside and running. It's highly unusual to see a sled dog that's not totally loving. They're all over their owners. They're all over anybody that comes up to them. You cuddle, they're licking you in the faces. They're the sweetest dogs on the planet, and yet totally strong and athletic, eager to go. Oh, I love these dogs.
They're halfway into the world's longest sled dog race, and the dogs are turning their paws back towards the finish.